Hi, my name is Moite. I'm the first sanctuary of the 144,000. You have 144,000 sanctuaries, and every sanctuary has a high priest. That is two individuals counted as one soul, like Adam and Eve. Who are the 144,000? The bride of Christ. So, the sanctuary is the bride of Christ. Christ honored the marriage relation by making it a symbol of the union between him and his redeemed ones. He himself is the bridegroom. The bride is the church, of which, as his chosen one, he says, "Thou art all fair, my love. There is no spot in thee." By the marriage is represented the union of humanity with divinity. Then the church which our Lord at his coming is to receive to himself will be a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing. She will look forth as the morning, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, and terrible as an army with banners. Heaven's royal priesthood. Who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? For he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi, and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. Those who are living upon the earth, when the intercession of Christ shall cease in the sanctuary above, are to stand in the sight of a holy God without a mediator. Their robes must be purified from sin by the blood of sprinkling. And as we were about to enter the holy temple, Jesus raised his lovely voice and said, "Only the 144,000 enter this place." And we shouted, "Alleluia!" They are prefigured before us as standing on Mount Zion, girt for holy service and clothed in white linen, which is the righteousness of the saints. The holy city, the new Jerusalem. Christ, as stated by the prophet Daniel, will receive from the Ancient of Days in heaven dominion and glory and a kingdom. He will receive the new Jerusalem, the capital of his kingdom, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. The marriage represents the reception by Christ of his kingdom. The holy city, the new Jerusalem, which is the capital and representative of the kingdom, is called the bride, the Lamb's wife. Said the angel to John, "Come hither, and I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife." He carried me away in the spirit, says the prophet, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. Clearly, then, the bride represents the holy city. The 144,000 were all sealed and perfectly united. On their foreheads was written, God, New Jerusalem, and a glorious new star containing Jesus' new name. The first fruits. And I looked, and lo, a Lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads. And they sung, as it were, a new song, before the throne and before the four beasts and elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. They were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and unto the Lamb. And in their mouths was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God. The 144,000 are the first fruits. They follow the Lamb wherever he goes. They are the first to complete all the steps in the sanctuary and reach a sinless state. They also sing a new song, which is the song of Moses and the Lamb. In these steps, it is how it is said that they follow the Lamb wherever he goes. The church history is the song of Moses and the Lamb. Moses on the Mount of Transfiguration represents the people of God, the church, and the Lamb represents Jesus. Together they tell a story of a bride and a groom. But the pathway they take is the history of the church. And this is the pathway for the 144,000. That is one soul. This is how they get together, like Adam and Eve. Our first theme will be the song of Moses, the servant of God. The second theme will be the song of the Lamb, the song of grace and redemption. This song will be loftier, louder, and in sublimer strains, echoing and re-echoing through the vaults of the heavenly courts. Thus the song of God's providence is sung, connecting the varying dispensations, for all is now seen without a veil between the legal, the prophetical, and the gospel. The church history upon the earth and the church redeemed in heaven all center around the cross of Calvary. This is the theme. This is the song. So here we see that the church history is the song of Moses and the Lamb. These are two separate stories told by the bride and groom. Still have questions? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe.